I'm so excited to show you my new sewing room. It's not all put together. I still maybe will hang stuff on the walls. I don't know. I'm just so happy to have a space where everything is contained that's related to my sewing. So let me show you around. So this is my sewing corner. This is where I will be setting up my machines when I have a project to sew. And I had to be strategic about where I put furniture in this room because there's a window and then there is the vent for the heating and cooling. So I didn't want to block those. I also had a couple pieces of furniture that it was important for me to use in this room. One being this L-shaped desk, and you can see I can fit my modern machine. This is my 301, and behind me back here, my Baby Lock Serger cover stitch machine. And I like being able to sit in my chair and I can just swing around to whichever machine I need and sew, no worries. Let me show you the rest of the layout. So when you walk in the door, this is what you see first. And you can see I have my sewing table and then my cutting table, which is always going to be open unless I need this room for an air mattress or something. Over here, I have a dresser and my computer, which this is my old computer, but I can still use my Cricut on it and access the internet and things like that. Here's my window. This is why I picked this room, because of the natural light. It's on the south facing side of the house and I wanted this room for that window. Here is a second dresser, and I'll tell you the story behind these dressers in just a minute. Then I have a full closet. Let me see if I can give you a little peek inside. Okay, and I'll have to work on the lighting. I'm so used to filming up close, really only worrying about you seeing my hands and a sewing machine. So if I decide to film sewing in here, I'll work on the lighting, I promise. But this is the other reason why I wanted this particular room. And this is a mess. I haven't organized it, but I have a massive closet. There's shelving where I can stack my art supplies, random sewing supplies, patterns I don't use, plenty of hanging space. So I've already been sewing, and so far I've made 2 pairs of pants and 2 shirts, and I'm getting ready to start a baby quilt, and I'll show you that pattern in a minute. But I'm able to hang stuff up, and you can't see it, I don't think, but on the floor I have my hand crate 99. I don't keep that one out because I don't use it all the time. Over on the other side, plenty of space left to hang stuff. I don't even know if you can see fabric is piled up. But the point is that I have storage now. I can actually store all my sewing stuff in one place. So let me show you what's in these dressers. So you can see my Cricut is hanging out up here. So down here, all of my quilt stash, mostly these are quilting cottons. I tried to kind of organize them by color. That's pretty much, when I want to quilt, I'm going to get in this drawer. The other side, in this dresser, all of my white cottons and muslins for when I'm maybe doing a draft of a pattern before I sew it together, want to make sure it fits, and little pieces of batting for little projects like hot pads and things like that. Some apparel fabric, most of it is tucked away in other places, but some apparel fabric. And this is a vest pattern I want to try, and I shoved it in here, but mostly it's camera stuff, Cricut stuff. So what else can I show you? My dress form, supposed to be sort of like me. My husband likes to come in the room and do things to this dress form to make me laugh. But anyway, I do use it. This dress is on here because I need to hem it. It's too long. I don't like where it falls. So it's just hanging as a reminder to hem the dress so I can wear it. Behind the door, I have a full-length mirror for checking the fit on how all of my clothes that I make fit, because I do like to sew clothes. And an ironing board, which is always up. That's never coming down. So, could I say that this room is going to change after this video? Probably. It's probably going to get more messy. I might make some changes. For me, the decoration part, hanging stuff on the walls, just isn't like, it's not my first thought. I'm busy enough. This is a space that the mess is contained. I can clean it up. Every time I start a new project, I clean it up, I run the vacuum, I do all of that. But truly, I have everything in here that I need for a functioning sewing room. So let me show you my next project. One of my very good friends just found out she is going to be a grandma for the first time, and they have just found out that it is a boy. So I have found this quilt pattern that I want to make. It's called Superstar by Quilt Pattern Studio. I found it on Etsy. I'll link it for you. It was under $13 for the printable PDF instructions. And can you see? It's so cute. And I just think it's going to be perfect for a little boy. So I have been going through all of my quilting fabrics to see, do I have in my stash what I need to throw this quilt together? Am I going to have to buy something? Probably, but let me show you my selection of fabrics so far. Okay, so I'm going to definitely be incorporating the white, but I kind of like the idea of a little boy for grays and browns and blues. So I pulled this fabric out first, and I really like this one. I think that I probably don't have enough to cut the darker colored squares here. My plan was to maybe make them brown, but if not, if I don't have enough of this, then I may be able to pull this one or this one in for those squares. Then I just have to decide, I don't see this color in the fabric, but I think I can work it in pretty well. I also really like this, and I think it would make a really cute binding. So I'll be working on what I'm going to pair together. So I have this, this. These are a few of my darker blues, browns. I have this kind of grunge print that's yellow and it's kind of got a gray blue color in it. These are really cool. They look like printed newspaper, so that's a possibility. Let's see, I need the white plus only 3 other fabrics. And if I can find a way to tie in blue and brown, maybe I can still use this for the border. We'll see. I also have grays. I'm sort of thinking maybe not the grays. I have some of these scraps from another baby quilt I made for a great nephew, and I just grabbed them because they look like a little boy to me, but I don't think they're going to be part of this quilt. So this is the fun stage, right? Planning everything out, figuring out what's going to work, if we have enough fabric, and so on. But I always start with what I have in all of those drawers. So speaking of the drawers, I'm going to tell you a story about the drawers. Okay, I'll sit down for this. So when I had my first two children, I had twins, my identical twins. And I was young when I had them. My father made for the twins cradles, and they were so perfect. And they had little spindles around the top. They were just beautiful, and they rocked, you know. I don't have them anymore. I don't know. I don't even remember when I got rid of them. I was younger, so probably poor decision making. But the dressers that I showed you, the drawers with the fabric, my dad also made those. And they have like a butcher block top and 3 drawers. And they have been in my family for, well, let's see, my twins are 33. So 33 years. They were originally like a pickled white wood. I don't know if they were maple or what he made them out of. And then at some point we painted them a hideous baby blue color, and they were that color for a while. And then probably 15, I don't know, maybe more than that, years ago, I painted them kind of an off-white, and they've stayed that way. The drawers don't really function that great anymore, anything like that, but I love them. And I'm keeping them, and that's where my fabric goes. It's easy enough for me to organize it. So that's why I wanted those 2 pieces of furniture in this room. My cutting table, that's obvious. I need to have that. Saves your back from crawling around on the floor and your knees. So the cutting table stays, but thankfully it can be folded up and out of the way if I ever needed it to, but I don't anticipate closing it unless my whole family comes to visit me, which, hey, come and see me. I will make sure you have a place to sleep. But so what can you guys expect? I am going to have some more sewing content. I don't know that I want to do instructional sewing per se. I do so much of that with my sewing machine restoration part, and I feel like the teaching part comes naturally. Maybe when I'm more comfortable filming in this room and have a better understanding of how to set up to film, you know, cutting out the fabric or sewing the fabric, maybe I'll do something like that. But I kind of just want to keep this space right now for me to be creative and relax. And so maybe for now, when I turn the camera on, we can talk while we sew. And if I have any cool tips to share or discoveries or whatever about a certain pattern, I will most likely share it with you. But I like this to be a way for us to kind of hang out, get to know each other in the comments, that sort of thing. I also wanted to ask you all, if you've made it this far, would you like me to do a Q&A video? I would be happy to. And I can't imagine what anyone would like to know about me or sewing machine restoration or whatever. But if you want, let me know and put your questions in the comments below. If I do not get too far ahead of myself and off on some other project, maybe I'll make like a community post where you guys can also put questions that you would like to hear answers to on a Q&A on that. But to be safe, put them in the comments below. So there you have it. My sewing space, simple, doesn't have to be more than this. I know that I am so blessed to have what I have now, and I have been dreaming of it for a very long time. And I had to not kick out my son because he wasn't really hardly ever staying here, but I did have to have him clean out his room because this used to be the guest bedroom and now it's my sewing room. So I think that's it for now. If you guys have questions, let me know. Let me know about the Q&A. Any little random suggestions you see for the sewing space. I know this was kind of like a quick run through, but truly I'm still setting it up. I have some pictures that I will hang on the wall. I have one of my parents and one of the twins from when they were like 5 that I love, and I made the dresses that they have on in the picture. So it kind of, goes with the sewing room. We should be thankful for the sewing spaces we have. They don't have to be Pinterest worthy to make a lot of beautiful things happen in them. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you again really soon. Bye.